You saw for a long period, certainly over the past couple of years, a lot of kids sort of aping you almost, or looking very much like you, so that they dress up or put things on very similar to you. How do you feel about that?
A lot of it came out starting like that, but over the last year or so it's changing. In as much as they're finding out things that maybe have nothing to do with me, but the idea that they're finding another character within themselves. I mean, if I've been at all responsible for people finding another character within themselves than they originally thought they had, then I'm pleased, because that's something I feel very strongly about. That one isn't totally what one is being conditioned to think one is. That there are many facets of the personality which a lot of us have trouble finding, and some of us do find too quickly.
How did you feel when you finally found fame? How did you cope with it, I mean?
Do you know that feeling you get when you're in a car and you're going very, very fast, and you get that kind of feeling in your chest, and you're being forced backwards and you think, ooh, and you're not sure if you like it or not? That's what success was like. That thrust of being totally unknown to being what seemed to be very quickly known. It was very frightening for me, and coping with it was something that I've tried to do. That's what happened. That was me coping. Some of those albums were me coping. Taking it all very seriously, I was.
Wasn't it a rather dangerous thing to do, to play the roles?
Well, I didn't know. When you're that mixed up, and I've been mixed up, man. I mean, really. One half of me was building the concept for the characters, and the other half of me was trying to figure out my own emotions, and how I felt about things. A lot of my space creations are in fact facets of me I've now since discovered. I wouldn't even admit that to myself at the time, that I would just make everything a kind of upfront personification about how I felt about things. Ziggy would be something, Major Tom in Space Oddity would be something, Aladdin saying they're all facets of me. And at one point I got lost, and I couldn't decide whether I was writing the characters, or if the characters were writing me, or whether we were all one of the same.
Would you say that Ziggy was a monster?
Oh, he certainly was. When I first wrote Ziggy, I didn't ever see Ziggy as big. And he just kind of grew, kind of out of proportion. Ziggy just overshadowed everything.